Good morning. Good morning, all. Is this the voice is audible? Voice is audible and screen is visible. Okay. This is your attendance link. Kindly fill the attendance. Finished. Shall I start the class? Okay. So in the previous class, so in the previous class, I was stopped with the address of 2D array. Okay. So how to get the address of the 2D array? So for that, we are taking a two-dimensional array. So go for your particular program. Very, very important program, this one. Okay. So keep in your mind. So this is very, very important program from exam point of view. Very important. Okay. So go through this particular program. That means you are printing an address of a 2D array. Okay. So how many addresses are there? Everything we shall see in this particular program. So first you go with the main function. So inside that you are taking a 2D array. So what is our 2D means? Two dimensions. So first dimension is rows. Next dimension we call it as columns. Okay, so how many rows are there here? You see, this is the first row. So first row elements are 11, 22, 33, 44. So these are in first row. How many columns are there? 4 columns are there. Similarly, you go with a second row. Second row, 4 columns are there. Similarly, the third row. So third row also you are having 4 columns. So that means you are going to consider an array. So array of 3 cross 4. That means 3 rows and 4 columns. So 3 rows, 4 columns means how many elements? 3 into 4 is equal to 12 elements. Okay. So now you see. So now I will be going for rows. So for each row, this will be one address. For this row, there will be one address. For this row, there will be one address. Okay, keep in your mind how many addresses you are having. The number of addresses is equal to number of rows in the array. So as you have 3 rows here, so here the number of this one will be an address, this will be at second, and this will be at the third address. So totally how many addresses? 3 addresses. Okay, so now I go with the I and J. What is this I? I will represent rows, and what is this J? J will represent column. I want the address of each row, and also I want the location of each index of each element. So where is 11? So 11, where is 11? So 11 is at row 0, column 0. So 22 is at row 0. So this one I will call it as row 0 only. Row 0, column 0, row 0, column 1, row 0, column 2, row 0, column 4, column 3. Okay. So similarly, this one, row 1, column 0, row 1, column 1, row 1, column 2, row 1, column 3. Okay, so how many rows? So rows are 3. So I see here, you are starting from 0th row and you are ending with 0, 1, 2. So no 3 will come here. So it is I less than 3, I plus plus. So if you want the address of an array in terms of pointer, so keep in your mind, we are printing the address of an array using a pointer. So how to know the address? So each address will be given for row only. This is array of 0. This one is array of 1. This one is array of 2. Okay. So for that you are going with address of %d array. So %d means this will be the address. Okay. So %d array is %u. %u is for unsigned address, comma. What is this I? I will represent %d. So that is I is equal to 0, I is equal to 1, I is equal to 2 for row. So similarly, if you want the address of a 2-dimensional array, so how you give? So you will be giving like star of ARR plus I. So this is the representation you are going to take it. Okay. So you are going to take it to get an address of an 2D array. Okay. So because so address will be at for each row. Okay. So now if I want 0th means address of 0th array means star of R plus 0. So address of for first row means so star of R plus 1. So similarly address of second means star of R plus 2. Okay. So that will give you the address. Now come for the elements. So how many elements are there? So rows are finished. Now you come for the columns. So columns will consist of all the elements. So I want to print the value of this one. So for that, how many values are there inside each row? There are 4 values. So for that, you take it as you start from 0 and you end at. So this is array of 0, 0, this one 0, 1, this one 0, 2, this one 0, 3. So it is ending at where? 3. So that's why I'm giving it as less than 4, J plus plus. So now you see. So printf percent array of %d comma %d. So how you will be getting array of 0, 0 is equal to 11. Array of 0, 1 is equal to 22. Array of 0, 2 is equal to 33. Array of 0, 3 is equal to 44, like that. Okay. So for that you are taking it as array of %d is equal to %d. So first %d means 0. So what is this 0? 0, 0. So first 0 will be row. So row is represented as I. Similarly, second 0 will be column. Column will be represented as J. So now you want the value. So suppose you want the value of both array of I comma J. So this is the representation. That is, you are giving it as star of array plus I plus J. So if you want the address, simply you give it star of array plus I. Suppose if you want the value, give it as star of array plus I plus J. So this is the representation you are going to take it for printing the address and printing the value. Okay. So now I will come for the execution part. So actually this program is being executed in Ubuntu. Okay, so it is similar to it is Windows. Okay, so in Linux you are going for a version operating system called as Ubuntu, whereas in Windows you go with XP, Windows 7, 8, Windows 10, like that. Okay, so this was executed in Linux operating system. As you all know, your CCP lab programs were done in the Linux program, right? The same thing you have executed there. So now you see, as I've already told you, address of 0. So 0 means it is a first row. So 0th array, you are getting something. Okay. So similarly, you are getting the values of 00, 01, 02, 03. So this is for J loop, and this one you got it using I loop. So similarly, after 0th, you are coming with 1. So coming with 1, it will be the address. You can't expect any address here. Understood? So now for that, after you get all the values. So understood. Now you have got the understood this program. So understood this program. Any doubts you are having? If you have any doubts, you can ask me before I go for a question. Okay. So now I will go for a question. Take the array of 3 and 4. Okay. So how to get, so I will tell you how to get the address and value of array of 2 comma 3. Answer for this now. So what is the representation you give to get the address and value of array of 2 comma 3? So the maximum is array of 3 comma 4. So give the representation to get the address and value of array of 2 comma array of 2 3. How to get the address and value? Kindly answer it here. Answer to my question. Then I will continue. Yes, answered. Everyone should answer privately. Good, Rakshit TS, good. Then anybody? Okay. So many are there, but no one is answering correctly. Okay. Vishweshwara MN, slightly there is a wrong. So array of 2 comma 3 have asked. Priya B. Array of 2 comma 3. 2 is rows, 3 is columns. Okay. Okay, good. So now I got you people have got something understood. So now we shall go with the next program. Okay, so this program, so I have already told you the same program I have executed where in Ubuntu. So Ubuntu is one of the Linux operating system version similar to Windows. Okay, so now you come for the next thing, address and value the same program but in Turbo C. So if you same C here, you can use in Turbo C it is. So Turbo C is a software where you are going to working with what? So you are working with a Windows operating system. Take the same program, but slight changes you are having. Okay. So what are the changes you have? You see here. So first initially you start with a main function. Take an array of 3 cross 4, same program with same values. Okay. So this is int main. So here this one will mark the end of an array. Okay. So now you go with a ij. So I will start with 0 less than 4. Similarly, j will go with 0 less than 3 for I, less than 4 for j. So now you are printing address is equal to %u, value is equal to %u, ampersand array of ij comma array of ij. Okay. So understanding this one, so this can also be given, or if you want in pointer style, you can go with this one. Okay, if you want the address directly, so you can go with ampersands r of I comma j that will give you address, and r of I comma j that will give you value, direct value. Okay, so understanding. So for that now you, but when you go for the pointer style, see here this is in pointer style. So where is the pointer? Star will represent pointer. So see here, so it is a star of ampersand array of plus I plus j. So see there, what was the difference there in Linux as well as Turbo C? So for rows, you compare with this one. So for address, how you are getting? Star R plus I, only I was there. So while coming for values, you were getting star of R plus I plus J. Okay. So this is the array representation, point representation in Ubuntu. So come for the here. So here you see, to get the address, you have to give array plus I plus j. To get the value, it is same. Okay. But in getting the address, you are getting it as star of array plus I was there in Ubuntu. Now you have to add the j here. So that is the concept what you are having. Understanding this particular program, when you execute this one in Turbo C, that is when you are executing in Windows operating system, you can go with the address or you can go with a pointer. So if you are going with address, how you give? Address is equal to %u, value is equal to %d, ampersand array of I comma j will give you the address, and array of I comma j will give you the value. If you are going for the pointer representation, now you see, so if you want the address, how you give? Star of array plus I plus j, and value, it remains same. Star of array plus I plus j. Okay. So now you come for a question now. So take the same example. So I'm taking the same, sorry, I will take 3 cross 3 array. So now you tell the array what is the address and value. value for array of 1 comma 2, array of 1 comma 2. So yes, tell me. So in Windows operating system, now I am under Windows, that is Turbo C. So how you will be getting the address and what is the representation for address and value? So you tell it in pointer representation. I want this one. So you tell it in pointer representation. Array of 3 comma 3, you give the address and value for array of 1 comma 2. Okay, in Turbo C. Yes, give me soon. Should I am star of array plus 1 plus 2, star of array of plus 1 plus 2 value. Any others? Okay, done. So now you come for the see how you are getting the address here and value here. So here we are not going to represent directly array of percent D, no, you are not going to consider like that. Just we are printing the address with a value. So see here, 2. So what is so first address is 65,502. So value is 11. Okay. So now you see for each and every value, whether you are in zeroth array or first array or second array, it doesn't mean. So that was in Ubuntu, we are having like that. But when you come for the Turbo C, now you see each value will go with. So what is the value you are having? 11. 11 will come under integer. So integer will go with 2 bytes. So see here, next you are having the address at next to 2 bytes. So that is 6, 2, 2 plus 2, 4. Next value. Next again, what is the value? 22, integer. So integer again you are going with 6. So 4 plus 2, 6. So see here, each and every value is having an address, but not like Ubuntu. So in Ubuntu, each row will have one address. But in here in Turbo C, you are having each and every value will have its own unique address. Understanding? So how many addresses? So in Ubuntu operating system, each row will have one address, but in Turbo C, each element will have one address. So understood this particular concept? So you have got the concept here. So keep in your mind, in Ubuntu, each row will have one address, but in Turbo C, each and every element will have one address. So you have got understood address concept? Understood? Okay. And no doubts here. Shall I go with the next one? Is it easy or you people getting difficult? Easy or difficult? Kindly tell me soon. Easy or difficult? Okay, only one reply I got, so I will move to the next one. So I'll come for the next particular thing. So transposing a matrix. Okay, so transposing the matrix means, so some elements, two-dimensional elements will be taken. So rows will become columns and column elements will go for a row. So that we have done with this particular thing. Okay. So first, what is the transpose? So first you see, I am taking a matrix. So matrix name is an array. So I have defined the m as a row and n as the column. So m as 4, n as 4. Okay. So m1 of m comma n. So you can directly take it as m of 4 comma 4 only. So okay. So that is the size. So next I have gone with a, rather going with I and j, I have gone with a r and c. Okay, and the temp variable. I will tell you for what purpose the temp variable later. Okay, so temp variable means where you come across this temp. Can anybody can tell? You have seen the temp variable. Where you have seen? So where you seen the temp variable? You have gone with temp variable. Where? While sorting. Okay, good. Bubble sort. Good. So keep in your mind, M1 is the array name. What is M? Maximum number of rows. What is N? Maximum number of columns. Next, for to read each and every row and column, we take it as I and J, you take it as R and C. And for temp, to copy the temp variable is for swapping row to column and column to row. Okay. So first you enter %d matrix. So m comma n. So read each and every elements. So row will start from 0, end with m, and column will start with 0, end with n. Okay. So scan each and every elements. So that you will be giving as ampersand m1 of rc. Okay. Ampersand m1 of rc will give you the each and every value. Okay. So now you come for the transposing. So transposing by using temp variable. Okay. So for that you see here, you start from transposing by using temp variable means you are shifting all the rows to column elements and all the column elements to row. Okay. So for that, okay, last 10 minutes. So you are going with r is equal to 0. Go for the bubble sort logic. You will get easily. Okay. So where the bubble sort, row will start at 0. So where the column will start, column will start at row plus 1. So similarly, row will end at where? M. So or you can take it as m minus 1 also, where m and column will end at n. Okay. So now you use the logic of bubble sort. That means moving m1 of r comma c is equal to, keep in your mind. So there will be a small change here. So first you are taking m1 of r comma c is moved to temp. Now m1 of r comma c is made empty. Now you move the contents. So this is the main logic of the program. So keep in your mind, main logic is this one. So here is the logic of the program. So that is all the column elements, of the M1 matrix are moved to the row elements. So column elements are moved to the row elements. Okay. So similarly, column elements, you will be having row elements. So where is row elements? Row elements are moved in temp. So from now the column elements will be containing the temp elements. Okay. So finally you go with the transposed matrix. So what is the transposed matrix? Take the same thing. R is equal to 0, R less than n. So see here. So this is the transposed matrix you are having. So for row was there for m and column was there for n. While printing the transpose matrix, row will go with n and column will go with m. So m1 of r comma c. So this is the program you are having. Understood this? So this is the transpose matrix. So you got understood? Understood this program? Understood? Just tell me. If not, I will tell you again. Soon. Understood or want me to tell again? If you want, I will tell you. If any doubts or you couldn't get the program, you can ask. Once again or enough? Yes, reply soon. Okay, now you see transposing a matrix means moving all the row elements to the column and all the column elements should become, transposing means moving all the column elements into row. Okay, so for that I will be defining the rows maximum size is 4 and maximum columns is 4. Okay, so now I will go with all the variables. Now I am entering all the elements. Okay, while reading the elements, first you see R is the row, C is the column. R will end at M. That is M means number of elements of the row. So number of rows. Okay, what is columns? So that is N. So N means number of elements in the column. So read in each and everything. So this part is for reading a matrix. Okay, so now you want to transpose it. So transposing, what you will tell? So you want to shift the elements. So shifting the elements that you will be taking. So shift using bubble sort technique. So take the same thing. R is equal to 0, R less than M. So C is equal to R plus 1, C less than N. So use the temp logic. So here you see, so this is the main logic of the program. M1 of R, RC is equal to M1 of CR. So this is the logic and the transpose of the matrix. Okay. So once you changed each and every elements, you can print. So printing the transposed matrix. So here you see, I'm already telling. So M means row, N means column. But while printing the transposed matrix, row you'll be having less than N, and for column you'll be having less than M. So where are the logics? One logic is inside M1 of RC is equal to M1 of CR. The other logic is in for loops. So these three lines will mark you the logic. So R will go with N and C will go with M. So that you are printing M1 of R comma C. Understood? So now you see here, see the output here. So enter the transposed matrix you are getting like this. So is this first one is a transposed matrix? Can anybody can tell what is the first output? So first output you are getting 2, 3, 4, 5. All the row elements are there. Okay. So is the first output is correct? Yes, tell me, is the first output what I have shown you is correct or not? First output correct? No. Can you tell the reason why? Yes, it's no. Because what's the input you give and what's the output you are getting, both are same. So see here, what is the row contents? 2, 3, 4, 5. Transpose also 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so come for here, it is not transpose. That's why I have given you delay phase. Okay, but when you come for this second one, so under second one, so you see the first row you are having 2, 3, 4, 5, but its row is been replaced with column. What is the column elements you are having? 2, 6, 10, 14. Now you see you are getting 2, 6, 10, 14. So what is the next row? 6, 7, 8, 9. Will go with 3, 7, 11, 15. Okay. Similarly, third row, what you are having, you will get 4, 8, 12, 16. and fourth row you'll get 5, 9, 13 and 17. Okay, so understood this particular program? Okay, good. Rows not changed to columns. Good answer. Sudha Ines, Ratna Biyam, Sinchana, good. So I thought you people understood. So learned these concepts now. So if there is any problem, if you are getting any problem in hearing this particular video, then all these recorded videos will be posted in my YouTube channel. Okay, so are you people subscribed? Are you people subscribed to my channel? So all the videos I will be uploading there. So only after the A section class, okay, because there are lagging behind. Okay, after the A section class, you'll be having the particular videos you can go through. If you're not getting anything, search for the name 1DPMK. So this is my channel name. So if you are not subscribed, kindly subscribe for that and you see the particular videos. Okay, so I will be got it. This is my particular YouTube channel. You can search there and you can subscribe for that. And you will be getting the regular updates. Okay, but you will be on late. Okay, I will be ending this particular session. Okay, thank you all.